UFC, there's always that one person that just has someone's number or is the toughest fight for them. And this is what this video is going to be about, but it's going to be about for every single champion, male division only. Didn't feel like going through the female divisions and being the nightmare matchups for them. So pretty much it's the toughest fights. Now, keep in mind, some of these fighters that I put as the toughest matchups aren't even people that are even going to be close to fighting for a title. And actually, a lot of them, like, I think there's only like 3 fighters on here I would actually predict to be the champion. So this doesn't mean that I think that this fighter will win against the champion. It just, I feel like, would be the toughest matchup for them at the moment. So let's get right into it. Now, flyweight. This is the only one I actually have it as no one, and it's Pantoja. So when I was trying to make this video and kind of going through the rankings and looking at stuff, I just don't see anyone that can match up with Pantoja. And I feel like the only person that would be able to is Brandon Moreno. But I can't put Brandon Moreno on here because, I mean, Pantoja beat him 3 times. And, I mean, I feel like Pantoja's next fight will be Mokaev at UFC 301. And I just think he runs through Mokaev. I honestly think Pantoja will be champion for a pretty long time. Now, obviously, maybe in a year from now, we'll see a rising contender come up and be like, whoa, this guy can take out Pantoja. But right at the moment, I do not think anyone can. But let's really get into this. And I have Sean O'Malley for Corey. Wait, whoa. Got Corey Sandhagen for Sean O'Malley. And now people want to put Murad Dvalishvili. And I've seen that Sean O'Malley is actually the underdog. And if that fight happens, I'm 100% going to pick Sean O'Malley. And the reason why I don't have Murad on here is the striking. I mean, the striking is miles different from both fighters. I mean, Sean O'Malley is 10 times, like 100 times the striker Murad will ever be. And now people might be like, well, it's like that in the grappling. And I disagree, honestly. I don't rate Murad's grappling that much. He just has really good cardio. But I feel if Sean O'Malley can keep him back, catch him with like a left hand or something, I actually think Sean O'Malley wins that fight. And that's why I have it as Corey Sandhagen, is because Corey Sandhagen has the striking, he has the reach, he has the height. Now, obviously, I think Sean O'Malley is more slick on the feet. I think he's faster, and I think he does punch a lot harder. But one thing you have to keep in mind is Corey Sandhagen actually can grapple. He's really not a bad grappler whatsoever, and I could see him mixing it up well in this fight. Now, obviously, I feel like Sean O'Malley would be more prepared for that. But I was also thinking of doing Petr Yan, but obviously Sean O'Malley beat Petr Yan with a close decision. I mean, people like to say that Sean O'Malley lost, but I think it was really close. I mean, I actually, at the time, obviously, I had Petr Yan winning, but that's not about this video. I was thinking about Petr Yan, but I feel like Sean O'Malley's improved a lot since, and I think Sean O'Malley wasn't really preparing for the grappling, which I could see Sean O'Malley being like, okay, I got the striking. Now, I'm just going to prepare for grappling. And that's what I feel like Sean O'Malley would do for this fight. And also, I'm kind of going through like what I feel like would happen during the fight, by the way. So yeah, I could just see Corey Sandhagen, you know, going in there, mixing up the grappling. And I feel like he could definitely beat Sean O'Malley. I feel like it's a lot closer of a fight than Murad Dvalishvili. Honestly, I truly believe that. And yeah, I feel like the toughest matchup, or the nightmare matchup in quotation marks, is Corey Sandhagen for Sean O'Malley. Now, Ilia Topuria, I was really struggling with a pick on this one, and I hate how I named it nightmare matchups, because nightmare matchups to me feels like the person's gonna win, the contender or whatever. I just should have named this toughest matchups, because I do not see, like, I was tempted to do no one for Ilia, and I was really close, because I mean, he just knocked out Volkanovski, but then I was thinking, there's a reason why Max Holloway didn't fight Ilia Topuria. There's a reason why they didn't give Ilia Topuria to Max Holloway. And it's because they didn't want a chance of Ilia Topuria to lose. Now, I think Ilia Topuria is a lot, like, punches way harder, obviously. But I do think that Max Holloway, if he keeps the distance, leg kicks him, I know it's pretty boring, but leg kicks him, he has the kicks. I think he's faster in the hands wise. Now, powerful, no, but I mean, Max Holloway does have the chin, but he also has that reach. So he can kind of pitter-patter, jab him in the face, kind of back up. And we all know Max Holloway has the cardio to go a full 5 rounds. Now, I feel like Ilia Topuria can also as well, but I just feel like Max Holloway will never slow down. So I could actually see Max Holloway winning this fight. But this one will be really close. I don't have much to say about this one. I think we all know Max Holloway, and I don't really have to go through what he can do very well because we all know, and we kind of know what Ilia Topuria can do very well as well. So let's get into it now. This one, oh boys, this is the one right here. This is the one. This is my hottest take ever. So I was seriously, this is what made me make this video, because I was just thinking one time trying to go to bed, and I was just like, who can beat Islam Makhachev? I was going through, I'm like, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, no. Justin Gaethje, probably not. And I was thinking, Michael Chandler could beat Islam Makhachev. And now people are going to be like, what are you talking about? What are you on? What kind of EPO drugs are you on? What CTE or whatever? Hear me out. Michael Chandler. Short, strong. Okay, we saw Islam Makhachev struggle against a short guy like Volkanovski, and keep in mind, yes, people like to talk about the weight cut and blah 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 blah, and be like, oh, the second fight, what happened in the second fight, whatever. But the only thing that worries me is Michael Chandler's fight IQ. We all know Michael Chandler has the absolute worst fight IQ in all of UFC. I mean, this guy is the probably most dumbest fighter of all time. Which I could just see him pulling guillotines like Dustin Poirier or something stupid like that. But keep in mind, what I'm saying is Michael Chandler, if he can stop the takedowns, which Michael Chandler is a wrestler, if he could stop the takedowns of Islam Makhachev, I could see him catching him with a right hand. I really can, and I don't really trust Islam Makhachev's chin as much. Now, obviously, I think Michael Chandler's chin's a lot worse, but I could see Michael Chandler being actually the toughest matchup for Islam Makhachev, and it's such a dumb thing, but I can seriously see Chandler winning. Now, I would not predict Chandler to win this fight, but he would be a massive underdog. I would 100% put some money on him to win by like knockout or. But anyways, like I said, I could see Michael Chandler dropping him and ground and pounding him, and that's why I have Michael Chandler on here. I mean, you got to think about it, dude. Like, he's short, strong. Now his cardio, I don't really know much about. He has good, amazing power. He's probably one of the most powerful 155ers at the moment. I mean, I think he dropped Oliveira the worst out of all of the opponents that dropped Oliveira in his title run. So I could see Michael Chandler seriously taking this, and that's why I just have him as like, I actually do think this is a nightmare matchup from Islam Makhachev, and I really want to see this fight now. I feel like Michael Chandler is going to be fighting Conor McGregor, but I would love to see this fight. I would love to like just see a short notice or something fight, and just Michael Chandler just takes out Islam Makhachev. It would be the funniest thing ever. But let's get into Leon Edwards. Now, I'm not the biggest Leon Edwards fan, and I think this one is kind of self-explanatory. If you think about the hardest matchups for Leon at the moment, I mean, a lot of people would say Shavkat Rakhmonov, and I say the same thing. And the reason why is I do feel Shavkat has is a lot more powerful on the hands. Now, Leon's boxing isn't very well. Now, I can see Shavkat kind of pushing the pace in this fight. Now, Leon might just pull a Leon and leg kick his way to a victory, which is possible, but I feel like the grappling is obviously on Shavkat's side. Now, Leon is he's somewhat similar to someone like Wonderboy. I could kind of see Shavkat do what he did to Wonderboy in this fight, kind of get him to the cage. Now, obviously, Leon Edwards is miles better in Wonderboy in the grappling department. Obviously, I mean, he took down Usman, took down Colby Covington, but I think Shavkat is would be stronger in those clinches against the cage, and I could see him taking him down, maybe drowning him a little bit and getting a submission. I would be my guess for him to beat Leon. I don't really see him knocking him out, which is very possible. The only thing that does worry me is if you watch Shavkat's fight against Jeff Neal, he's very open on the feet, and I could see Leon not boxing him up, but jabbing him in the face and maybe even throwing a head kick, headshot dead, do those little stupid headshot dead thing, and then proceeds to just win a decision by leg kicking his opponent. But anyways, yeah, no, I think that Leon Edwards, obviously, his most toughest matchup is Shavkat. I would love to see his fight, but Bilal's next, man. You got to give Bilal his title shot, and just like what Michael Bisping said, just forget the name and whatever. Now for middleweight, this one was difficult. I was really close to putting Jared Cannonier on here because of the power, but then I watched back Jared Cannonier's fight against Marvin Vettori. This man almost got finished in the first round by Marvin Vettori. He got hurt on the feet by Marvin Vettori. So Dricus du Plessis, I feel like, would knock him out. Now, people are going to be really mad about this because people are hating on Adesanya. It's kind of like a trend to hate on Adesanya at the moment, which is kind of annoying. You know, I didn't like Adesanya when everyone liked Adesanya, so it was like more fun to hate on him. And now it's just like, dude, it's like beating a dead horse at this point, right? But when you watch back this, like, if you think about this matchup, now people are going to be like, okay, well, Izzy lost to Sean Strickland, Dricus beat Sean Strickland. If you really think about it, Sean Strickland is a nightmare matchup for Adesanya. He really is. Guy with amazing defense, checks leg kicks super well, has the grappling if he needs it, boxing heavy, and he just pushes forward. That is Adesanya's nightmare. And I just don't see Dricus with the defense. Now, I feel like Dricus would definitely push the pace on this fight, would go after him, maybe even try and get some takedowns on him. But I do rate Adesanya's takedown defense. I really do. I know he got taken down by Pereira. People like to bring that up. But I could see Adesanya just kind of doing what he did to Alex Pereira in there, obviously, and at the fight at UFC, was it 287, I think, where he knocked him out, obviously. Adesanya has power. He really does. I mean, he just didn't really get any clean shots off on Sean Strickland, where I feel like he can easily get a clean shot off on Dricus du Plessis because he is so open on the feet. I mean, the guy throws like he's Juliana Pena, just a 10 times more power, like 100 times more powerful Juliana Pena. But people need to understand, Adesanya is still elite level, still a great striker, and I could see him knocking out Dricus du Plessis. I mean, the guy got hurt by Derek Brunson, Darren Till. Who else did he fight? There was another one I just totally forgot. Wow. Anyways, I could see him getting lit up on the feet a little bit. Maybe Adesanya could jab him up a bit. Dricus will go in there, pull a Juliana Pena, like I said, and just get caught. I could really see that, and that's why I have it as a nightmare matchup for Dricus. I actually respect Dricus for wanting this matchup because technically he could. I don't know. I feel like this will be a tough matchup for Dricus, and I would actually probably pick Adesanya in this fight. Now next, I have Magomed Ankalaev, the Absolute Rat, as the nightmare matchup for Alex Pereira. I think Alex Pereira will beat Jamal Hill. I feel like mostly it's going to be a striking fight, and with Jamal Hill just having that leg injury or knee injury or whatever he had, I could see him just getting leg kicked to death. Now, one thing I do like what Alex could do against Magomed Ankalaev is those calf kicks. I know I sound like Joe Rogan right now, but dude, Alex Pereira's calf kicks are insane. I mean, the guy had Giri. Dude, after like a second calf kick, Giri was done, bro. He was done. And we know Magomed Ankalaev kind of struggled against the calf kicks against Jan Blachowicz. But the reason why I have him on here is the grappling. Magomed Ankalaev is powerful. I mean, we saw him knock out Johnny Walker. I mean, who hasn't knocked out Johnny Walker? I get that. I mean, he wasn't. The fight against Jan Blachowicz was so boring. I'm trying to even remember what happened in that fight. I just remember him grappling him at the last, I think it was the last 2 rounds. He just laid on him. But that's what I could see Alex Pereira having happen to him, is getting laid on by Magomed Ankalaev. And I would actually choose Magomed Ankalaev to win this fight. Yeah, there's not really much to say. I mean, I think we all know what Magomed Ankalaev would do to Alex Pereira. And, I mean, Alex Pereira got taken down by Yuri, got taken down by Adesanya, got taken down by Jan Blachowicz. I mean, Magomed, yeah, he can get caught. I mean, he could, but I don't know. I just feel like if Magomed Ankalaev is really smart, he'll just lay on him and either submit him or whatever in the, I don't know, 4th round or something. And that's what I would choose. Obviously, as Alex Pereira's toughest matchup or nightmare matchup, you can say. Now, the last division here, we got Jon Jones. And I actually have Tom Aspinall, man. I think Tom Aspinall beats Jon Jones. I don't rate Jon Jones. I'm sorry, I don't. Now, oh my god, this is going to give me so much hate because there's so many Jon Jones fans and I can't stand it, man. I actually can't. I mean, dude, the guy has failed how many in steroid tests and whatever. Jon Jones, okay? This is what I think Tom Aspinall would do to him, okay? I could see Jon Jones be like, oh, I'm going to, try and stand up with him. Gets hit once by Tom Aspinall. He's like, oh, no, bro, I'm about to pull a Cyril Gahn and just absolutely take you down, submit you in the first minute. But people need to understand, Tom Aspinall isn't a soy European French dude. Obviously he's European, but he's not. That was not a very good whatever. He's not a soy French dude, I should have said. And Tom Aspinall can actually grapple, and that's what I'm saying. Tom Aspinall actually has grappling, and if John Jones can't get him down, dude, he is gonna get slapped, and I will laugh so hard. That this is John Jones is my least favorite fighter, and I just want to see this guy get slapped so bad. And this is why, he's gonna fight Stipe Miocic, because he knows Stipe is not gonna win. You know Stipe is gonna be washed, and he knows that's such an easy matchup for him. So that's why he's like, let me fight Stipe and not fight Tom Aspinall, who's the true #1 contender. Bro. Tom Aspinall needs to fight John Jones, and he will beat John Jones. I'm telling you right now, he will knock John Jones out in the first 2 rounds. Guaranteed. Okay? Guaranteed. That's not even like, I could bet my entire house on John Jones losing this fight against Tom Aspinall. And I seriously think he's the toughest matchup for John Jones. I don't see anyone else that could beat John Jones. I mean, you could think Sergey Pavlovich, but I feel like he can get taken down. Curtis Blades is just very mediocre. Derek Lewis sucks. I don't even know why I just said Derek Lewis like he's in the top 5. But yeah, Tom Aspinall's that guy, dude. Stipe Miocic is absolutely atrocious. I shouldn't say absolutely atrocious. The only reason I'm saying he's absolutely atrocious is because obviously he hasn't fought in years. But I don't know, maybe Stipe will catch him, and that will be the happiest day of my life. But anyways, yeah, this is the video. Let's just go back and do a rewind. Obviously, I have John Jones' toughest matchup, Tom Aspinall. Alex Perez's toughest matchup is Magomed Ankalaev. Dricus is Adesanya, sorry. Leon Edwards is Shavkat. Islam Makhachev, Michael Chandler. Now, this is my hottest take. I love this one. Ilya Topuria, Max Holloway, Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, and obviously Pantoja with no one. Now, that's the video, bro. Like, come on. Yeah.